Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I post weight loss tips and advice videos every single week to help people who are struggling or may need a little extra advice losing weight. If that kind of content benefits you, please like and subscribe to my channel. I post a video every Monday at 2 p.m. so you can take advantage of them and reference back to them along the way in your weight loss journey. In today's video, I'm going to be going over one of my favorite topics in reference to weight loss and health and wellness in general, and that is intermittent fasting. If you're not familiar with intermittent fasting, generally speaking, it's when you structure your day-to-day diet to take in all of your calories for that given day in a certain amount of time. And for the rest of the time, you're not taking in any calories whatsoever. The most commonly used schedule for intermittent fasting is an 8-hour window where you consume all of your daily calories, and then a 16-hour window where you don't take in any calories at all. If you're a beginner just starting out and this schedule kind of seems a little intimidating to you, you can absolutely start out at a schedule where it's 10 hours of eating and 14 hours of fasting, and then eventually work your way up to the 8 and 16 schedule, but it's whatever works for you and whatever would make you feel best. This can be extremely beneficial for beginners who have never implemented this kind of dietary restriction in their eating habits and would like to start out, but they're struggling or might still be having food cravings. Starting with a larger eating window and a smaller fasting window can kind of get your body used to it, so then you can take that next step when the time comes. Now, if you are looking for a video that goes into extensive detail about what is taking place at a metabolic level inside your body when you structure your diet like this is not that video. I am not a dietitian. I have no background or formal education in health and wellness. The information that I provide in my videos is really meant to be appealing and relatable for somebody who is just starting out losing weight or has absolutely no background in health and fitness in general, who could be easily overwhelmed by a video or an information source that would go into those extensive details that they don't understand, and it doesn't really benefit them in their process. Now, with all of that being said, I did lose 140 pounds in a year and a half, and I absolutely believe that I would have been able to lose it even sooner if I would have implemented and discovered intermittent fasting earlier in my process. I still use intermittent fasting every single day in my current eating schedule / diet plan, and I successfully have been able to keep my weight off for over 5 years now. The largest benefit that intermittent fasting contributed to my weight loss process was it allowed me to be mentally satisfied with my diet plan and eating schedule. So let me explain that. So eating to me is an extremely mentally satisfying activity, just like it is for a lot of other people. A lot of stereotypical diets that I tried before I was actually able to have the success that I did advised me to eat 6 to 8 small meals a day. And even just saying small meals, I'm already mentally unsatisfied. When I tried to implement these plans, I was always left with a feeling that I simply didn't have enough. And even though it was 100% mental on my part, it still got in the way and kept me from having the success that I wanted. These types of diet plans left me thinking about food even more, which eventually led me back to overeating. Once I discovered and started implementing intermittent fasting, it allowed me to create very large, high-calorie meals that were not only mentally satisfying, but physically satisfying once I actually got done eating them. I know it kind of sounds a little crazy to think about like how much I thought about the overall size of my meals, but I think people truly underestimate how much of a mental game that weight loss and fitness in general actually is. If you know you're a person like me who loves eating large quantities of food, I'm not advocating that you should go out and eat until you get sick, but I just understand that that is something that is for whatever reason appealing to me, that I would like to go out and eat absolutely as much as I can. So intermittent fasting allowed me to play to that preference, which ultimately allowed me to have success over the long run. Now, I know if you are a beginner that implementing this type of restrictive diet plan, as far as the timing in which you can have the meals throughout the day, can be extremely intimidating. I think it's important for you to know that it doesn't matter what your schedule is. It doesn't matter if you work third shift or you have some kind of weird schedule where things very well might not be a stereotypical 9 to 5 lifestyle. This type of diet plan actually caters more to those types of people than they do just your normal wake up early, eat breakfast as soon as you wake up, and have dinner at night when you get home from work with a lunch in between. Since the idea ideal of this kind of implementation of intermittent fasting can be a little bit intimidating. That's why I strongly suggest that if that is you, if you're the kind of person who doesn't think that you could ever do this, try first to have a larger eating window like I talked about earlier, in the sense that you would be eating for maybe 10 or even 12 hours, and you could then fast for 14 or 12 hours depending on your choice, and that would kind of lead you in to eventually working up to at least an 8-hour to 16-hour eating to fasting schedule. The reason why I recommend intermittent fasting to absolutely anybody that I work with or anybody who seeks out my advice to help them along the way in their weight loss journey or their fitness journey in general is because I experienced so many beneficial results once I started intermittent fasting. I didn't actually start intermittent fasting in my process until I had lost about 65 to 70 pounds. I had been able to successfully lose weight without intermittent fasting, and you absolutely can as well. But once I started intermittent fasting, I realized how much better I felt. My workouts improved, I was sleeping better, and not only that, but the weight itself just seemed to be coming off at a faster rate than the previous 65 to 70 pounds did. Usually this is not the case when you have a very large person like I was. Usually the first few pounds or the first section of the weight loss is the easiest because you have the most weight to lose when you're at your heaviest. In my situation, that was absolutely the case. I did lose a good amount of weight in a short period of time starting out, but intermittent fasting allowed that success and that process to keep going, which allowed me to reach my goals even quicker. Like I said before, intermittent fasting is absolutely not the only way to do it. You can absolutely lose weight and not intermittent fast, but I just feel that if it's a tool that can be used to further your success and you have the ability to implement it, that you should take advantage of it, because I think a lot of people experience a lot of positive results, not just with weight loss, but in other aspects of their life as well once they start intermittent fasting. Even now, after I've been able to keep my weight off for 5 years on a day-to-day basis while I'm intermittent fasting, I feel that intermittent fasting is what allows me to have the meals that I enjoy maybe on the weekends or when I'm a little bit off track on my daily diet and still remain lean and keep my body fat percentage at a very low level, which is what I enjoy and what I feel best. And it just makes me feel that my body operates better on this schedule, which benefits me in a lot of different aspects of my life. So regardless of where you're at in your process or how much weight you need to lose, maybe you don't need to lose any weight at all, I highly suggest at least trying out intermittent fasting for a reasonable amount of time to see how your body reacts to it and see if it can benefit you with your goals. But that is going to do it for today's video, guys. I really appreciate you checking out this video and checking out my channel. If you like this video, please like it below. Please subscribe to my channel. It allows me to continue to make these videos and continue to reach new people along the way so I can help them in their weight loss journeys. If you have any weight loss questions whatsoever, please reach out to me. All of my social media accounts are linked in the description box down below. I have an email down there if you'd like to utilize that to get in contact with me. And if you leave a comment on any one of my videos, I will be sure to respond to you and help you out in any way I can in your fitness journey. So once again, thank you so much for checking out my channel, and I will see you all in the next video.